Cuimhneamh Chláir has been in existence since around 2009, and we're the only county-wide structured oral history gathering initiative in the country. Which is kind of surprising because everybody you meet understands the value of old stories and listening to our older relatives, neighbours and citizens. Very often over the years we've met people who go, God, that's a great idea. Wish we had that in Roscommon or Longford or Wexford. Will ye give us a hand to do something like that? So in an ad hoc way we've helped a few different groups. But we really wanted to spread that idea of collective gathering of the stories that are important to a community and the collective holding of those stories. We selected 5 groups, so they're from 5 different counties. They were either heritage groups or community groups who, through their own work in their communities, had come to understand the value of storytelling and wanted to collect oral history and had been thinking about doing that. And then they saw that there's this scheme available where they can get the training, get the equipment and learn how to do it. How do I transfer that off this machine and into somewhere safe? How do I send it to people who are going to work with me and edit it? How do we archive it? How do we keep it safe? What do we do with it? And then how do we give it back? That's the most important thing. So we went through all of that in a very practical way, but there's a kind of a philosophical background to it as well, which is that you take this material, you hold it, and you give it back.
My presentation to the attendees was about how you set up an oral history group and the structure of it, how you recruit volunteers, how you showcase some of the material that you've collected. And the key thing was that they learned from our journey, that we've had so many successes, we've had a few pitfalls, and there's no point all of us reinventing the wheel over and over again. So really today was to share our knowledge and our expertise with the community groups. We'd be more than happy to field any queries. So don't feel that because the program is over, we're not going, because we want to establish a network. The oral history mentoring program that we have developed has been kindly supported by the Heritage Council through their Heritage Capacity funding. And what we're doing is, it has been an ambition of Cuimhneamh and Chláir to try and get more oral history collection underway throughout the country by communities. So the structure of our mentoring program is very much based on peer-to-peer learning. So we had 2 in-person sessions. They have learned all the technical aspects and the nuances of undertaking oral history collection in their community. Today they are showcasing their material, and then they're going to return to their communities and start to undertake those recordings on a more long-term basis in their villages, in their towns, and hopefully engage with other community groups so it can be rolled out.
We've been coming to Ennis now for about 2 months, learning how to be able to interview people for this oral history project. We've learned huge skills, much more than I ever thought. I said to Paula, you started at the end and now you worked right back to the beginning with a vision of what you wanted, and I am very proud to be part of it.
Up are based at Athy Community Arts Centre in Kildare, Breed Brophy and Aideen McHugh, and they will introduce themselves and their story.
There was quite a discussion, I believe, in the Community Arts Centre about where these steps were and who lived in this house.
When you start interviewing people on personal stories, and especially when you go into their houses, the environment changes. It's like going in for a chat over a cup of tea, and when people start to tell you their stories, it's heartfelt.